Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we'd do the KalGookSoo, long-awaited KalGookSoo. So KalGookSoo is actually a simple dough that's made with water, salt, a little bit of salt and flour, all-purpose flour. And it's a very like peasant food. So basically you make a broth. Usually it's made with dried anchovies, and then you can have the most common one that's eaten is the potato. They put potatoes in there, and the other one, some people like to make it with beef broth, but more commonly is made with dried anchovies. So today we're gonna make it vegan, and then watch the video of jjajangmyeon, and I show you how to make KalGookSoo in that video. So watch that video, and then I actually have my KalGookSoo from that video from the freezer. I'm gonna start the broth. So I already have about 10 cups of water in here with a big piece of miya. So it's like in English they call it, well, the Japanese they call it dashi. So we put a big piece of kelp, and then I put about 3 pieces of dry shiitake mushroom in here, and then stems of about 2 green onions in here. And I've simmered this for about 15 to 20 minutes. So it's pretty much done. I'm gonna put this aside. Then so this broth, this 10 cup of water is going to reduce down to about 9 cups of water, and this broth should be enough to give you 3 to 4 portions depending on how hungry you are. For about four portions, we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of the mushroom powder. So we're gonna add the mushroom powder. That's gonna add more flavor to our broth. And then we're gonna add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Let's go with 2. And I'm going to taste it, because the mushroom flakes or the mushroom powder is kind of salty already, and then the soy sauce in here, I think it's just perfect if you just drink the broth itself. But since we're gonna put the noodles and the potatoes, it's gonna soak up a lot more of that salt. So I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of salt. Okay, so now that we have our broth all seasoned, I'm gonna take this ladle's about 6 ounces, which is 3/4 cup. So if I want 3 cups, it's 4 ladles. So I just want the broth. I don't want the mushroom or the what do you call it? Any of the any of the solid that's in there. And then to that we're gonna add before this comes up to a boil, I'm gonna add, this is just 2 red potatoes, those little potatoes. Before it comes to a boil, I'm gonna put my potatoes in. I like a good amount of potatoes. And then I have about half a cup of julienne carrots. And then when those are kind of blanched enough, I'm gonna throw in my hoba. So like the Korean zucchini. I just cut it about half an inch thick. So while that's heating up, I'm going to make, this is an optional sauce you can put at the end. So for those who want kind of like spicier kind of sauce, I have quarter cup of soy sauce. To that I'm going to add a tablespoon of garlic and a tablespoon of the Korean chili. And then about quarter cup of chopped green onions. And to that we're going to add about a teaspoon of toasted sesame seeds. And just mix this up. So the garlic is gonna add heat to it, and then there's a little bit of heat from the chili. If you want a little spicier, I bought some Thai chili because I'm gonna do a video on pad Thai and also papaya salad. And I like putting the Thai chili in the papaya salad. So these little things are super spicy. So I'm only putting 2, but still, 2 is still gonna be kind of really spicy. I'm gonna put the seeds and everything. The capsaicin from the white is gonna make it super. I'm already choking on the spice. Oh my god. Oh my god. What have I done? No, but I like spicy. This will be good. So don't, if you're sensitive to spicy but you like eating spicy, wear a glove. Especially for guys, don't touch this with your hand and then go to the bathroom and do number 1. That's no. That's owie owie. Okay, so we're gonna mix this up. Yeah, this is gonna be spicy goodness. So now that our broth is boiling, I'm gonna have to get rid of this cutting board. I'm still, oh my god. So one of the characteristics of KalGookSoo is that you don't really boil this separately in another boiling pot of water. You just throw it in here. And so when you do that, this broth gets thick. So the potato also makes it a little thicker, but the soup itself gonna be kind of like on the thick side. So that's a characteristic of KalGookSoo. So when these ingredients are almost about done, let me see. I'm gonna do, yeah, potato needs a few more minutes, but I'm gonna put in my Korean zucchini right here. So we're gonna wait for it to come to a boil. I'm gonna get my bowl and get ready to eat. So the mushrooms from here, I can take it out. I can serve it in my KalGookSoo. Just gonna get rid of the stem.
Bring the funk back.
Still a little hard. So when the vegetables are done, I have a plate here. What I like to do is I like to pull out the vegetables and then cook my noodles in the broth. And then when the noodles are cooked, I put the vegetable back in on top to make it kind of look nice. Okay, so the vegetables are pretty much done. And so when it comes up to a boil, I'm gonna put in my noodles right from the freezer. I'm just gonna put one since there's a lot of vegetable. I'm gonna put this back in the freezer.
Bring the funk back.
So my noodles are cooking. And when it comes to a boil and the noodles cook, put it into the bowl, put your vegetables, and all done. KalGookSoo. See how the broth is getting kind of a little bit cloudy and it's getting a little thicker? Yeah, that's the characteristic of KalGookSoo. Because the starch from the noodles will kind of like make the soup a little thicker. So this is similar to making sujebi. So sujebi is basically Korean dumpling soup. So you make a dough that's kind of a little looser than the KalGookSoo, and then you just tear it with your hand. And you just throw it into the broth and it cooks like this. So I'll do a video on sujebi with kimchi broth instead of this kind of like seafoody kind of like broth. Yeah, the kimchi sujebi is one of my favorite. My mom used to make that for us all the time. So it's pretty similar to how you make this broth. So I'll make another video on making sujebi. I'll probably do that on the next video. And it'll be really delicious. So you know, I miscalculated. This will make about 2 servings, the broth. If you want to serve 4 people, you're gonna have to double the amount of water, so about 20 cups. Because they reduce a lot. So you see how I put the broth in here and it reduces down to, you see the ring here? I mean, if you go close, you can see where the water used to be here, and it went down about an inch. So yeah, I'll put it in the, when I edit the video, I'll put the correct amount for 4 people. So 20 cups is more realistic for 4 people. Oh, I haven't had KalGookSoo in a long time. Oh my god, I'm just getting excited thinking about eating this. So this vegetable, look at this. It's more than enough for 2 people, okay? So this vegetable, I should have just put 1, but yeah, that's okay. Maybe I'll just put, no, but I am pretty hungry, so I'm gonna put all the vegetables because I'm gonna eat it all. I'm gonna eat all this. So check to see if your gookSoo, which is the noodle, is cooked. Since this noodle didn't have a lot of water, it will take a little bit before it's ready. So chewy, delicious, and the flavor, it almost kind of has that seafoody flavor because of the dashi or the miya. the noodles are almost done, so I'm gonna put in this. It's a ridiculous amount of vegetables. Okay, and then now I'm gonna put it into my bowl. Kind of make it a little more presentable. Put the nice vegetables on top. Show a little bit of the noodle. I have this. This is basically seaweed sheet that they take and they roast it with some sesame oil and they put some seasoning in there. So this has, let me see. There's some sugar, sesame oil, salt, sesame seed, and olive oil. So if you don't, I bought this because it was on sale. If you don't have this, you can get the you know, the laver seeds, the big sheets that the Koreans, or the individual single serve. You can just kind of break that apart, put it on top like this. Now that we have our noodles, I'm gonna start eating. And I have some kimchi that the vegan kimchi that I made. I took the outer big leaves and just tore it apart to eat it with the KalGookSoo. So, oh my god, we have our vegan KalGookSoo. I'm gonna taste their broth first. Oh, yum. Oh my
Bring the
god.
funk back.
I'm gonna taste some of the noodles. I'm gonna take some kimchi. Now, if you're gonna add this at the end, I would not add the salt to the broth. I'm gonna eat about half and then put in this optional seasoning.
Bring the funk back.
Now I'm gonna put the spicy seasoning. I taste the heat right away. That Thai chili has really strong flavor, but it's not that spicy. I don't know. Oh, I love that. That's good. totally changed the flavor of the stew. I get the tingling of the chili that's on my tongue right now from the. Oh, that's good. With this in here, I almost don't need kimchi. I said almost. I'm gonna put a little more. Oh, that hits a spot.
Bring the funk back.
Oh, that hits the spot. Now I want to just take a nap. Oh. Ooh, excuse me. I'm sweating. My nose. Oh, when I eat, my nose usually sweats. Okay. But that was delicious. I mean, make sure you make this. And then omit the salt in the broth because it's a little bit salty when you add this to the soup when you're eating it. So, because you can always add salt later on. Like if you're not gonna put anything spicy like this at the end, yeah, then add the salt, and it will be perfect. But you can adjust the salt to your liking. So keep tasting when you're seasoning. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Press the like and share it with them. As you know, I'm a broken record. The more people like the video, YouTube will show it to more people. If you want to keep seeing more videos from me, please press the like button and share it with all your friends. Yeah, so the next video, I think I'll do. I have a bunch of kimchi I want to make. I want to make a green onion kimchi. Then at the Asian market they had a sale on bok choy. So bok choy is like Chinese cabbage, like a Chinese cabbage. With that, I'm also gonna make kimchi. And then I'm also gonna do kakdugi. Kakdugi is the Korean radish. We're gonna cut it into like square pieces. That's like about an inch cube, you know. That's another type of kimchi, almost similar to what I have here. I had a lot of moo left when I was making this kimchi, and I just put it in there because I didn't want to waste it. Yeah, so lots of kimchi videos, and I'm gonna do a lot of jang. So the pancakes, we're gonna do a few different types of pancakes. We'll do one with minari, which is mugwort, which is like a cross between parsley and cilantro. It's a Korean herb. Then we can do the hobakjang. Anyways, I'm gonna ramble on and on and on about what I'm gonna be doing in the future. So this video will never end. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.